it's Miss Tony back again for another week of music class, and as always excited to be here. So I am back with my kalimba or my thumb piano, and let's start off with our welcome song. Good morning, musicians, how are you? Good morning, musicians, how are you? It's that special time of day when we sing and when we play. Good morning, musicians, how are you? Nice job, musicians. Awesome. Did you see that I was looking off this way? That's because I'm actually reading the music on my screen. I think I might have told you that last week, but I just want you to know that I read music and that's how I learn to play new instruments. So because we're learning to read music together, you guys can learn to play different instruments too. In fact, a kalimba would be a great one for you to try. Okay, let's move on to our movement activity. Today we are doing something called the spooky walk. Now, you might have noticed that I have a little bit of a Halloween thing going on, even though Halloween just passed for you. And that's because I'm filming this in the past and you are watching this in the future. And I totally forgot that you will have already celebrated Halloween, if you celebrate Halloween, by the time we watch this. Still, I thought that this is a fun enough activity that you would enjoy doing the spooky walk with me. So let's do it.
Would you like to take a spooky walk with me? Sit down with your legs straight out in front of you. Now tap your legs with your hands one at a time as if you were walking. Repeat each phrase back to me if you can. Are you ready? Let's go. We're gonna take a walk to a place that's dark and spooky.
We're gonna take a walk to a place that's dark and spooky.
This could be kind of fun and creepy and kooky.
This could be kind of fun and creepy and kooky.
I look out up ahead, but my eyes can barely see. We'll soon be in tall grass. Stay together, follow me.
What did we find in the grass?
Whoa! Did you hear that? A black cat and a scary bat.
Oh
no! We're gonna take a walk to a place that's dark and spooky.
We're gonna take a walk to a place that's dark and spooky.
This could be kind of fun and creepy and kooky.
This could be kind of fun and creepy and kooky.
I look out up ahead, but my eyes can barely see.
I look out up ahead, but my eyes can barely see.
We'll soon be in a river. Stay together, swim with me.
What did we find?
Whoa! Did you see that? A witch is on her broom, flying by the moon. We're gonna take a walk to a place that's dark and spooky.
We're gonna take a walk to a place that's dark and spooky.
This could be kind of fun and creepy and kooky.
This could be kind of fun and creepy and kooky.
I look out up ahead, but my eyes can barely see.
I look out up ahead, but my eyes can barely see.
We'll soon be in that cave. Stay together, follow me. Slow down. Shh. Sure is dark in here. Feel the left side. It's cold and slimy. Feel the right side. It's cold and slimy too. Whoa!
What is it?
Did you hear that? Rattling bones and ghostly moans.
Oh, no.
Let's get out of here. Out of the cave. Swim back through the river. Back through the tall grass. Into the room. Close the door. Whoa, that was scary.
Nice job, musicians. You survived the spooky walk. Did that scare you? I bet that you guys did just fine. I love doing that one because it reminds me of we're going on a bear hunt, which I bet a bunch of you have done and have had fun with. Okay, so thank you for doing that with me. Next, we are going to jump into a new song. It's called Lazy Mary. But first, I have to tell you the story. See, there was a little girl. Her name was Mary. Mary loved to sleep. Are any of you like Mary? Do any of you like to sleep? I bet there are a few. But the problem is that Mary had so many chores to do throughout the day in order to help her family. And yet, Mary would sleep and sleep and sleep all day long. And then she would wake up and she would eat dinner and she would go back to sleep and she'd sleep and sleep and sleep all night long. And she wouldn't get anything done all day, except if somebody woke her up. So one day her mom was talking to her. She says, Mary, how can I get you out of bed to make sure that you do your chores? She says, Mom, all you need to do is wake me up, okay? So her mom was very pleased that Mary was willing to do her chores. And so one morning after Mom had woken up, she tiptoed into Mary's room and got all close to Mary's bed, and she whispered, using her singing voice, Lazy Mary, will you get up? Will you get up? Will you get up? Lazy Mary, will you get up so early in the morning? But Mary kept on sleeping. Her mom's song didn't even break her snoring. She was so fast asleep. So her mom turned up the volume on her voice a little bit. And she sang it at speaking volume. So using her speaking or her middle voice and her singing voice, she said, Lazy Mary, will you get up? Will you get up? Will you get up? Lazy Mary, will you get up so early in the morning? And Mary roused a little bit. She stopped snoring, but she clearly was not awake. Now her mom's getting a little bit frustrated. And she just wants Mary to wake up. So she turns up the volume on her voice even more till she's using her calling voice and her singing voice at the same time. And she sings, Lazy Mary, will you get up? Will you get up? Will you get up? Lazy Mary, will you get up so early in the morning? And finally she startles Mary awake. And Mary says, oh my goodness, Mom, can you turn it down? I'm trying to sleep. But she got up and she did her chores just like she was supposed to do. And so her mom knew from then on that she had to sing to Mary at her loud volume or her calling voice. So I want us to practice that song with our whisper voice, our speaking voice, and our calling voice volumes. Can we do that? First, let's use our whisper voice and our singing voice at the same time. Ready? Lazy Mary, will you get up? Will you get up? Will you get up? Lazy Mary, will you wake up, so we have to use our speaking voice and our singing voice at the same time. Lazy Mary, will you get up? Will you get up? Will you get up? Lazy Mary, will you get up so early in the morning? Mary's starting to wake up, but she still needs a little bit of help. So we need to use our calling voice, which is not a screaming voice. We're still using the singing voice at the same time. 1, 2, ready, lazy Mary, will you get up? Will you get up? Will you get up? Lazy Mary, will you get up so early in the morning? And now we finally woke Mary up. Awesome. Thank you, musicians. We will revisit that song again next week. But I can't believe it. It's already time for me to say our goodbye song. So, ready? May there always be sunshine. May there always be blue sky. May there always be music. May there always be you. But the time has come to go. The time has come to go. We've had some fun and now we're done. The time has come to go. Bye, musicians.